Hi.
Oh.
Wow.
Now
Okay.
recording. Well, this is an excellent start to a podcast.
We're recording. Say something. Say something interesting.
This is the
Let's do it.
Outcasts Podcast.
Mhm.
Young Splongle, the Foreskin, and Lil Dripper.
Foreskin.
are all
The
here.
foreskin. I'm
I'm
gonna
here with my...
let me just change my name quick. Actually,
This, you could probably edit this, so I don't think it's going to be a big deal.
Mhm.
sure you can like. All right. Topics. Go into my notes app because I have a bunch of them.
Man, actually put them in notes in.
Holy shit, I could
You
download the
need to
different
use it.
I have,
types.
Okay, Rice. Rice, my friend, I have the question for you.
What is different? The question, my friending. What is completely honest? I would probably.
Yeah.
I don't know how to name it. I don't know how to name it.
Describe it. Where are you positioned and where is she
Like,
positioned?
Yeah,
Like-
describe them.
Listen.
Envy, just show us.
My dick is inside of her and she's coming. I'm coming.
See,
We're
my,
coming.
my wiener is out, and
That's an old joke.
no idea what to say.
He's speechless. All right, Olivia, you go.
wanna-
What's your favorite sex position?
I don't know.
I
Doesn't matter.
You don't know.
Doggy style.
anymore.
What's the matter?
If you had a preferred one that would turn you on more, or you just like the angle you're at, which one would it be? Go.
Christ.
I don't know. Someone pick for me.
Such an-
Yeah, any position you're gonna end up squirting anyways.
I heard
All right,
her
next
say-
Yeah,
topic.
okay, yeah.
Alright. Oh, God.
Wait, let me go.
Yes.
Okay.
This is such a choppy start to a podcast.
Anyone
Jesus
else
Christ.
want to like give a topic?
is.
Alright, Rice. I'm gonna read you all of the original topics that I came up with.
All right, let's hear 'em.
Alright. Ass versus titties. Pick one.
Ah, that's a tough
Titties.
one.
Titties.
It depends on
Titties,
what she
titties.
has. Like, if she has one or the other,
Titties.
then I'll usually end up just accepting whatever she has, you know?
Yeah, but
So
like,
if she's
which
got a nice
one do you-
pair of bobs, then I'll be like, all right.
Okay, what
If
do you...
she's got
no, Rice,
if she's
what
got a
do you
nice ass, then
prefer?
I'm like, I don't know.
Okay,
I
if you
prefer
had
vagine.
to pick one, what would you
Hmm.
rather her have? Obviously, she's gonna have
Which one would I
vagine. They all
rather
have
have?
vagine. They all have vagine.
Not all of them, bro. There's chicks with dicks. All right, don't fool our audience.
Yeah, but they're not really chicks, so they don't count.
Probably
As long as they have big dicks.
ass.
Mm.
No, I don't know. I don't know.
You're ass guy?
It's called
Yeah,
I found
maybe.
mine. I
Thigh.
found mine.
Thigh.
found
No, I'm
its
an ass,
name.
not a thigh. I'm not a thigh guy. I'm an ass.
My
guy.
friend, I'm a thigh man.
You're a thigh man. But isn't that like too much? It's not like too wide around. It's just like I prefer it like I don't even like big ass. Like medium and small is like where it's at. Because then you can still it still has definition. It's not all just cellulite and jiggle and nasty.
Like, oh, right. This is getting like really into this.
Just being honest, my guy.
Mhm.
All right, Envy. Oh no, he's muted. Okay.
Yes.
Do you want to answer the question? Did you answer already?
Gee whiz.
Yeah, titties.
Well, I mean,
Jeez.
of course she's gonna say that because that's what she specializes in. So
Either G whiz or tabletop.
what did you say?
I said either G whiz or tabletop.
But yeah, I don't know. I could go either or, honestly. Tits
Alright.
or ass. So
Next
we're gonna need Olivia's.
Oh wait, never mind.
I have a topic because I've heard
Alright.
about this. I've been hearing
Oh.
about the
Go.
different ways girls get off, like around like
Mhm.
everywhere.
This is a very,
It's confusing.
this is a
Like
very
a
sexual podcast.
few weeks ago, I heard some chick say tabletop corners, like counter
Oh,
corners.
yes.
Are you
Okay.
serious? That's an actual
No,
thing?
people. Yeah, that's an actual thing.
I thought it was just her. Like, what do you do?
No,
Like,
you grind on a table.
you sit
a
on like you
corner.
sit on
This is
top
a-
of it.
No. You go in.
She's
You, like,
so
just, like-
knowledgeable.
Okay, I don't know how to explain it. So you're just like okay. You walk up to the table, and you
The
go
like
on.
corner
You don't
goes
like go on the
in.
corner, and then you like grind on it.
Got it. I was thinking you like sat on top of it, and then you like
I
you,
know
sc-
that. I
you
know
s-
that.
No.
you scooted to the corner, and then you just like wiggled around a bit,
Mm-mm.
and then like yeah, I was
Wiggle,
confused.
wiggle,
because I'd never heard of that.
This
I'm
is a
like very knowledgeable about that shit. I did not even know
Mm.
about that
This is a
until
very,
a few
Wiggle,
weeks
wiggle.
ago.
this
Mhm.
is a very sexual podcast.
Like I've got a glass bottle in my hand right now.
Why?
Olivia knows what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
Olivia's very
Why is
experienced
she
when it comes to that, I'm
moaning?
assuming.
I mean, I can see the resemblance because the top is like there's like it billows out like a mushroom, and then there's the shaft, and then the neck to the base of the bottle is like the balls, like the top of the base of the bottle is probably like. So you're not getting much action here. There's only like 2 or 3 inches
Mhm.
here, but
Nice.
Olivia would know.
Yeah.
Very sexual podcast.
Very the
Same.
best way to start one.
Okay, Rice, do you
Okay,
have
keep
another
on going.
topic, or do you want me to keep going? You
can figure
do you
out
have
another
one, or do
topic.
you want...
So
Oh, never mind.
I've been thinking about getting because I still haven't gotten my taste of my smell back from when I got COVID like 4 months ago in January.
Mhm.
And my doctor was saying, "Oh, you'll be fine. You don't have to take any shots or anything. You'll take these fucking little pills you can get at the everyday store, and they'll fucking work." So I'm taking these lozenges every day. They taste like ass, and my taste and smell still aren't back all the way. So I'm like, "Yo, what do you want me to do, man?" He's like,
Question.
"You have to get a steroid shot." I'm like, "A steroid shot?
Asians.
What the fuck is that? I'm not trying to look like I inject horse piss into my legs and arms." He goes, "It's a shot like this big." The man like pulls out this ginormous
This
needle,
big.
like the size of my forearm. I'm like, "You're not gonna put that inside of me, bro. I don't care if I don't get my taste back till I die. There's no way you're putting that shit inside of me." He's like,
Mhm.
"Well, it's either that or you're just never gonna get it back."
Darn Asians.
How did you even get COVID?
Well, my sister got it first, and then
Mhm.
she had brought it home and gave it to her kids. Me and my
Asian.
stepdad and my mom all got it.
Mhm.
Just the
In other
cycle
words, he's
from there.
Asian.
I live in America, all right, fucker.
You're Asian.
It doesn't make us more prone to getting the disease,
Yeah.
Sure it is. Sure it does.
unless I have family in Wuhan, China. But
Sure it does. That's exactly how it works. It seeks out Asians specifically.
it targets Asians.
Exactly.
A race-based virus. Yes, I'm sure the corona is a it's a racist
The Kung
virus.
flu. It's the Kung flu.
The Kung flu. Show you some Kung flu.
I wouldn't be surprised if you actually knew kung fu.
I did take karate for a number of years. That was like years and years.
I did Aikido for 4 years.
I do Brazilian jiu-jitsu. It's not like
I know I can do hentai.
Fun. Wow.
That's a type of sport.
facts.
Yeah, I'm still that.
Anything with your hands. Anything with your
I
hands
agree.
and an external appendage is a sport.
I agree.
Mhm.
Right?
Yeah.
Is that the end of this topic? Another
I guess so.
Let's
What do you got for
keep
us,
on
Gilbert?
going.
All right, so I literally have my notes app open, full of just podcast topics, right? And one of them literally says "gay butt sex." Find something to do with
Gay butt sex. You know,
that. Yeah,
I've
just
thought about that.
Does it
Just-
hurt?
I've actually
Does
thought
it
about what it
hurt?
would be like to be gay. It's just not for me. I couldn't have a dick in my ass. No way.
Mm.
find something to do with those.
Olivia, what are your
Was
thoughts
one-
about butt
was-
sex? If
I
you
was
had,
one.
would you let your guy fuck you in the ass, Olivia?
Maybe. Matters.
Peg him.
Matters how much
Would
it
you
likes
peg a
them.
man? All right, would you?
I just
peg a
don't
man?
I don't understand.
I would
like,
not.
the appeal for non-gay couples. Like, I don't understand. Like, why would you?
I have
What? You have something so much better right next door. I don't understand what's so good about this. Like, the neighbor's so much better and tighter. Why would you go for the old
Booty
bag
hole.
next door?
Yeah, like
Booty
what
hole.
if there's still shit in there?
Honestly,
there is.
I mean, no, like before. No, that's not how it works. Like
I
before you
know.
do it, you gotta take shit. You gotta take this shit that like cleanses out your entire body and makes you like shit your brains out, right? And then you gotta be on like an all liquid diet for like a week.
you know
or something.
most people don't do that shit.
Probably not, but they should. That's how you're supposed to do it.
Aren't anal
Same
beads
thing
supposed
with,
to
like-
help?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Olivia, you would know. You were sending me shit
No,
the
it
other day.
wasn't.
Whoa.
Whoa.
A little bit of cap. a little bit of
Sus.
cap.
Sus.
I do get some crazy ass
Sus.
shit though from people.
I
Shit
was
about
explaining
like
It's gay.
DMs like about butt plugs and stuff. I swear to God, people send me the weirdest
Whenever
shit.
you said, Rice, when you said you get some crazy shit from people, I immediately thought of like AIDS. I thought of like herpes.
No, I'll never get that shit. I'd rather die.
I would rather I would rather be embarrassed for testing it than actually get it.
Yeah,
You know,
same.
because some people are too embarrassed to get it tested. I'm like, why? Stupid bitches.
Just don't have gay butt sex, and you won't have AIDS.
Exactly.
I mean, they
I was
say
wondering-
now they're saying, oh, if you could still get it if you're not gay. Well, then how come so many of them were getting it? It's because it must have came from one of them, like one of their pairings.
I
Mhm.
like how we're still on this.
It's an
I like how
interesting
gay
topic.
butt sex was the longest topic that we talked about. It was the topic that we talked
It's a
about for the longest
controversial
amount of
topic.
time.
There's many
Yeah.
different
Butt
directions.
sex.
Gay butt sex can go. All right,
Mhm.
don't
I
hate
was
on the gay
once
butt
playing-
sex.
I was
Is
once playing this game called Bit Life, and once it said when I took my friends over my house, my stepfather on purpose left his butt plug on the table.
Oh my God.
Oh
How could
my.
you leave that on the table? Did they just take it out of their pocket, take it out of their ass, and they just left it on the table?
Oh, I'm just.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I'm. Oops, left my butt plug here. I'll pick it up later.
Oh, I left my butt plug at your house, bro. It's all right. I'll pick it up in a couple days. Can you just leave it there for me? Thanks. Can you just not clean your table for a few days and get nowhere near it?
Sorry, man. Yeah, sorry. I'll pick it up tomorrow.
I'll be there in a few days to pick it up.
Jesus Christ.
Just let it sit there and fester and stink up the house for a couple days until I pick it up.
It just leaves like a brown stain on your table.
Has a rack full of butt plugs. Adds it to his
May I
collection.
borrow you? May I borrow
One of
your
ev-
butt plug?
One of every color.
I have a question for Olivia.
Wow. Yeah.
Ooh.
What is better for chicks, like dildos or vibrators?
I don't know. Matters
assume-
what you're into more.
I would
Like-
assume vibrators. Right?
Want the surface or
And
want
then,
the
but then I would
deep?
also feel like vibrators would be like bad because then you use a vibrator and then you have sex with your significant other and then their dick just doesn't vibrate. So you're just
No.
not gonna
Yeah,
get the
you're like-
same satisfaction.
No,
out
but
of
you
it.
could do both. Like, I don't know.
You're gonna be like desensitized to like an actual.
I've thought about that too. Like I don't understand. Like why would you both? I don't know. I don't get that.
You're gonna be like
I don't know, for
desensitized
more
to like
pleasure?
an actual penis.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Okay, let's go to the next topic.
All right, let me
Eager to move on away from dildos.
eager to move on. Hey, Rice, are you a virgin?
Is that seriously one of your topics? You asshole. Is
Are
that
you?
seriously fine?
Are you?
Yes,
you?
I am. I'll be honest.
Who
I'm not gonna
is
lie
it?
on the
Okay.
Who is it?
podcast. Alright?
Shut
Who
up.
is it?
Gilbert,
Rice.
you're a virgin.
Yeah,
Not
so
for
are
like.
you.
It's not like I haven't had the
Yeah.
opportunity. Like the opportunity never presented itself. It's just that I haven't found the person I wanted to have it with yet. Like I haven't found the person
Yeah.
I want to be with yet.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like with my last girlfriend, I thought that was it, you know. And
Yeah,
then I figured out
and
she fucking lied to me. Like
yeah.
the girlfriend before that one, like what's up with all these liars? Like why are they all just they can't just be 100, you know?
Mhm.
I don't
Oh, no.
understand. It's crazy.
Man, I'm sick of these hoes not keeping it 100 with me.
To be honest though, you're not wrong.
Hmm.
We need Adam here.
But I think there's 50-50 of like each one lying, like each chick.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
But it's like I told her from the start I was gonna keep it 100 with her because I hate lying in a relationship like that, like at all. And she was like, "Oh yeah, I'll keep it 100 with you too. Don't worry about that." And it was like that at first, but then as it started to progress, it kept getting worse and worse and worse, and then she just eventually started lying.
Hmm.
Tough.
What about you,
That's
Gilbert?
right.
I know you're in a relationship right now. How's that going for you?
It's pretty pog champ.
Care
But
to
yeah,
share
I'm still
any?
a virgin, though. I'm still a virgin though.
You're a few
Still
years
a
younger than
clean
me, though.
baby.
Here, Rice shared something embarrassing on the podcast. I guess. I mean, I had my first kiss like a week ago. I'm like
Yeah, I
still
remember you
excited about
telling
that.
us that.
Yeah, and I'm still like excited about that.
Did it go good? Did you do tongue? How was it?
Shut the fuck up.
First kiss matters, man. That's your first impression. Did you do good, or did you like claw
Yeah,
at
I
her
know the
face and
exact
like?
date. No, I didn't claw at her
Did you like
face.
take a chunk out of her lip? Like you did all right.
Oh.
Nah, the
It's
exact date
like
was
like you've seen that one
Yo.
video of that
April
couple
25th.
the
April
couple that got
25th.
married, and they were like they had like never hardly kissed anybody before, and there was a video of them kissing all over the internet, and they were like attacking each other like dogs. It was
Yeah.
nasty. It was like two fish trying to
That's-
gasp for air and kiss at the same time. They were like not even doing it anywhere proper. It was horrifying.
It's terrible.
Like
It's
two
just nice.
eels trying to get air, and they were just like on each other's face.
It's so
I feel like
scary.
anything's better than that.
Oh yeah, for
It
sure.
doesn't get much worse
Even
than that.
if it's like a simple peck.
No.
think I would rather.
First kiss, you have to go tongue all in 100%.
Christ.
You should
Like, don't
crack.
start off with tongue, but as soon as the mouth opens, you gotta just
Stick your
Yeah.
tongue
Yeah.
out.
can't just leave her hanging. You can't like just peck her on the fucking cheek and then leave.
Yeah.
It's
I'm gonna stick my tongue up her nose. It wasn't
Major turn on, I'm sure, having a
No, it
slimy
wasn't on
ass
the
tongue
cheek.
go up in her nose.
No, it wasn't.
People
on
do
cheek,
have
lips.
turn-ons with like the
What
What about you?
ear licking.
What about you, Olivia? I know you had your first kiss when you were like 5, but
No,
with
I haven't
Really,
found
for real?
someone yet that like yeah. No, I'm serious.
Let's go. I win.
I have had
anybody you're interested in?
no, not at this moment.
Not anybody definitive.
I win. Get fucked.
Not
Remind me
anyone
of
know that I not anyone
Gilbert
that I
wins
know
the
in
game of
real
life.
life.
I had mine first. Get fucked.
you remind me of
What was your
Hey man, don't get too cocky. You still
Please.
haven't smashed yet, all right?
I haven't either.
Come talk to me when you melted your cheese on her pastrami sandwich, all right?
Rice? How
Bet.
was your first kiss like?
Bet. I'll
Lame,
Lame,
lame.
but
She moved
Right.
like shortly after. It was horrible.
Tell
oh,
you. Ooh, tough.
No, it wasn't like that. It was because her parents they were running out of money because of COVID, so they couldn't afford to
Oh,
stay in
yeah.
California anymore. So she moved to Nevada.
okay, that's sad.
It
But,
is
like,
pretty sad.
Yeah.
It's tough.
I haven't had a good relationship yet.
So
That's
I'm assuming
lasted
your
longer.
first kiss was like
Yeah, all
was
the
Nah,
your
boys
first
I
I've
have
had a relationship.
rejected.
actual like date.
It was sad. Might as well have just never happened, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so was your first smoochie, right? Like your actual like first like date? Or was it just like
I don't have a date. I didn't remember that.
you don't remember like your first ever like actual date?
Oh, fuck. I can give you like a rough month estimate, but I can't give you like a date, an actual date.
Mm-hmm.
No, not like a literal not date as in like calendar. Dumb fuck.
Oh yeah. I went on one date with my first girlfriend, and then that's been it for me. Yeah, we had a lot of fun.
Yeah, where did you guys go?
What'd you do, Rice?
Went
Not
out
to be
to
really creepy.
a big ass shopping center, and we just fucked around, watched a movie, and just
Oh, that's such a cute date.
had fun.
Hmm.
She stole a bottle of wine,
Oh,
and we drank that because the store had 0 cameras and no detectors, so she just like swiped it, stuffed it in her bag, and then we walked out.
Mine,
Mhm.
my girlfriend found out that I haven't watched Dumbo before, so she made me watch Dumbo with her.
That
Wow.
elephant with the big ass ears.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we cuddled and watched Dumbo.
Oh man,
We
Watching
watched
give you
Dumbo.
she give you a hand job during it at least.
No,
Sloppy
Dumbo,
Bryce.
it's a boring ass movie. You don't tell me you just sat there and watched it the whole time. At least, if it was an
I'm
interesting
gonna be
movie,
honest, I
might
kind
have.
of wasn't paying attention. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
honest, I kind of
I know
wasn't
what you
paying
mean.
attention.
You're just
Yeah.
focusing on her. I know what you mean. Relationships are tough, man.
Yeah.
Hard to find the one.
So, next topic. Rice, what's your opinion on white people saying the N-word?
Why are these all focused on me? All right.
Oh, well, here, Olivia,
I'll
what's
tell
your
you what I
opinion on
think.
it?
I'll tell you what I think. No. I'll tell
I'm
you.
just asking
No.
you because you're like the host, so, you know.
Well, I think it's definitely very controversial. Like it's very
Yeah.
hard to have a good instance to say it. I feel like if
What's your
you
opinion
like
on it, though?
saying hypothetically, I was in a position where I could say it. Like I was surrounded by like a bunch of my friends who were African American, and they didn't care. They're like, go ahead and say it. I feel like that's not bad. But if you're just
Mhm.
gonna go up to like random people who you know you could offend and then say it, that's just not the wisest decision.
Yeah.
That's the kind of stuff that'll get you your ass beat.
Understandable.
Mm-hmm.
There's like many different scenarios and instances where you should and shouldn't say it, but for the most part, you
Understandable.
shouldn't say it.
I think I agree with Rice.
It's
I agree.
crazy to me
Yeah, I
though,
agree.
because people are like the N-word pass shouldn't exist. That's not how it works. It's like it's their choice whether like they accept, like, if you're worried about offending them, shouldn't they have like a say over whether other people can say it or not?
Yeah.
They go, that isn't how it works, but then they worry about people offending
had-
them. But if they
I've
all
had
say
plenty
that
of
it's
black
okay
friends who
for
don't
one
care.
person to say it, then
Yeah, I've had plenty of black friends who don't care. You just say, say it whenever you want. I don't care.
Yeah,
You're good.
I've had friends that have
And
felt
I
that way
only
and felt
said
the
it,
opposite.
and I only said it around them, no one else.
It's just
But yeah,
the generations behind mine are just flakes. To be honest, they just can't take a
No.
joke, or
Yeah.
no, not.
or they either joke too much to where it's actually annoying, or they don't, like, they take stuff too serious. Like, there's no gray area for them.
Yeah.
It's horrifying.
Mhm.
Not. Fuck, man. Gee whiz, Rice. No, I'm not.
I said most.
Snowflake Rice.
It's not everybody, of course. There's like
Snowflake
tons
Rice.
of exceptions, but for the most part,
Yeah.
that's how the generations are. Even my generation is like that. It's actually kind of annoying.
Exactly.
Hey.
There's like
Yeah.
everyone has their own fucking people. Every generation has their own retards.
Speaking of racism, I have a little story.
Okay.
Bet.
A couple years ago, my grandpa had passed away, and I went to his
Yeah.
funeral, and like there was like tons of people I'd never met before, like tons of like my
Mhm.
family, which are of course Asian, all over
Yeah.
like the United States, like Asia, all over there, and they all came over for my grandpa's funeral. And like I had never spoken a word or even knew most of these people existed, and we're all eating after the funeral, and we're all like talking, and then we go to his grave after, and we're all talking, and we go, it's not racist if we crack an Asian joke. We like started laughing at each other. Like, I don't even remember how the conversation came up, but we were like, it's so funny how all these people get offended when we make jokes about Asians when we're Asian. It's like when black
Yeah.
people say the
Yeah.
N-word, people don't get offended.
Make jokes
It's
about
just
everyone. I don't care who
crazy how equality, quote unquote, works.
Yeah.
you are. Have you ever encountered like actual genuine racism before, Rice? Like someone just being like genuinely racist to you?
Actually, I don't think so. Actually, I think they either thought they were joking or like it was meant as a joke. Even if I didn't take it that way, I think it wasn't like actually meant.
I don't
Is
think
it-
I have. Well, I have.
Yeah, because
like
yeah, keep
the
it going.
most I've ever like heard someone say, like where I'm pretty sure they were being like genuinely kind of racist, was like I was in like 6th grade. The teacher
Think
like
it-
moved me. They like assigned my seat to like next to this one kid who was black, and like he looked over, he saw me walking over, and I heard him like whisper to himself. He was like, "Oh, white person." I was like, "What the fuck, bro?" Like, okay.
Mhm.
I'm like, "All right." I sat down,
Yeah.
didn't say anything. Like, oh, okay. Ow.
It's actually, I'm sure you've heard though, it's been getting worse for Asian people.
Oh,
Like as
yeah.
COVID's been continuing, like
Yeah.
people will just get beat up in the street just because they're Asian. It's like horrible. It's like it's not their fault. Some of these Asian people have lived here since they were born. Like they never went to
Yeah.
Wuhan, China, and brought the
Most of
virus
them
over
have.
here.
Most of them
Mhm.
have been living here. I don't
Like,
know.
and then they
I
just
don't know. I don't know of too many Asians who were there during the coronavirus outbreak and then moved here.
Yeah, I just know one person from my school, but like that's it.
it's crazy how all
Wait,
these
wait,
people are getting beat
boys,
up. Like,
boys, boys. I'm going to another call. Hold-
Yeah,
Okay.
I think Craig might stay in here with us. Yeah. Okay.
but yeah,
Okay.
and then it's crazy to me. But yeah, I've
Yeah.
never actually encountered like Asian racism. It helps though that I look Mexican. I don't really look
Yeah.
all that Asian unless I'm like smiling or laughing.
Mm.
Only
But-
place. Well, actually, I have encountered like genuine racism, but it's like online. Not
Yeah.
like
Oh yeah,
in
you
real
get
life.
that all the time on
Yeah,
online.
Oh
that's it.
yeah.
That's it.
Because
Like I go on, like
people aren't scared online, but if they
yeah,
you
I
were
go
up
like on
next to them in
Omegle and fuck
person.
around and shit. Like you going like Omegle and fucking around and shit. There's Nazi flags everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Hmm.
Okay, anyways. Hmm.
I have a topic.
Yeah,
Just
I'm
thought of
looking
this
for
right
one.
now, thinking about the internet. The
Rice,
fucking
what's your political stance?
I don't really have one actually. Never thought much about it.
Yeah.
But
Dude, I
what
don't
do you
really
guys think
care.
about that Jake Paul and Ben Askren fight?
Oh, that
That
was
shit was
so.
crazy,
watch-
huh?
I didn't watch it.
Oh,
Like they say the ref was bought off, but you have to
I
give
feel like
you have to give it to Jake. He got him fair and square.
Mm-hmm. Felt so short though.
I don't
Even
like
if
Jake Paul, but he did win.
yeah, like
Mhm.
even if the ref was bought off, like, and he told Ben Askren not to get up, like Jake still got him.
Yeah.
So it probably would have, the end result probably still would have been the same, like a 99% chance. Because even though like Ben Askren had all those titles, they say he's like the worst striker in MMA history or UFC history or whatever.
Yeah, he's like been known to be shit.
Like just look at his
Yeah.
body; it's all like flab.
Yeah.
Been known as like just garbage.
I want to see a KSI versus Jake Paul. See how that goes.
Wait, did
It'd
that
be pretty
happen or was that
interesting.
Logan Paul?
No, that was Logan Paul. Happened twice. The first time was a draw,
yeah.
and the second time KSI won. People were
Yeah.
definitely mad over that.
All the like Logan Pauls and shit.
Mm.
Okay,
Yeah.
what other topics do I have? Hey Rice, if you had to fuck any celebrity, who would it be?
Oh, jeez, me again, huh?
Well, I'm asking both of you. I just say Rice because you're kind of like the host.
Yeah.
So
I don't really.
I'll let Olivia go first on this one.
Hmm. That's a hard one.
I mean, it would get hard
no.
for sure, but
Oh yeah. But like Harry Styles.
Harry Styles. All right.
God, my
Am I
older cousin,
confined? Am I
my older
confined to
cousin,
one
she's
choice?
like 20 now. She's like 20. She like recently turned 20, and she's liked Harry Styles for as long as I can remember. And I give her shit for it all the time.
Am I confined to like one celebrity, or can I like have like
Yes.
two? All right, one.
Yes, my friend.
I would probably go for like either Megan Fox or like Mila Kunis.
In Fox.
Megan Fox is. Sheesh. She's like 40 or 50 now, and she still looks amazing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna answer this question because I'm probably gonna tell my girlfriend about the podcast, and I don't want her to see that.
Hear about it? Oh yeah, I'd fuck this chick.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I'd rather her hear about the gay butt sex.
Has your girlfriend had gay butt sex? You don't have to
No.
answer that. Because I remember you saying that she was bi.
No, she hasn't had gay butt sex.
Well, I mean, it's entirely plausible, especially for a lesbian couple.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just speculating, throwing it out there. I'm not saying
Well, even
that
if it was lesbian, it wouldn't be butt sex.
Yes, it would.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe
if you
a
have
finger.
like
They could like double-ended
You put a finger
dildo,
up it.
and then they go
Shut up.
they go ass to ass, and they just like I wish I had a visual right now, like, but I don't think Craig would be
I
able
know
to
what you're
record the
talking
visual.
about. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you've been on
I know
Pornhub enough
what
to know.
I know what you mean. Yeah,
I think I know what you mean.
Speaking of
I
Pornhub,
just-
why don't we switch this subject? I remember I was talking to somebody else about this in our Discord server. Right? Forget who it was. I think it was
Mhm.
Eggy. But
Oh.
I was talking about how I stopped going on Pornhub. I started using other sites because, like, a year ago, like my stuff was normal, like all the stuff I like, and then all of a sudden they started like putting all this nasty stuff in my suggested, like pissing, like farting, armpit sniffing, midget gay.
Oh my god.
enema, ass squirting, like all sorts of weird shit. I was like, what is this? I don't want to see gay fisting. Why? Why do you have this in my suggested and recommended? This is horrifying.
I don't I don't go on Pornhub, but like I've heard news about how like they're gonna like take away all the community posts. And only let
If it
verified just accept
actually-
seem to be okay.
I know someone who has, like, did the dirties with their cousin.
Oh, that's related. Cousin, that's a quarter of you.
Yeah.
Step, I can maybe slide, but not when you
Yeah.
actually share blood with a person. That's
Hmm.
I don't know.
I don't know. What about like
Yeah, I cut my relationship off
right,
with those
what about
people.
like what about like step parents?
Oh my god, definitely
mean,
no way.
I know that
'Cause that's-
like it.
Because they're supposed to be like the influence in your life, though. Like,
Yeah.
They're
like,
definitely an influence. A big Bob knocker.
well,
Yeah.
it matters. Like, yeah.
I don't know. Like
Yeah.
I know it happens, and I don't know. I just feel like it's. I don't really think that much about it. I don't think it's like as long as
Yeah.
you're not related to them, you like who you like. I mean,
Mhm.
it's not your fault that they were put into your life. Like you could have fell in love with them.
Well,
if they
no.
never...
That has exceptions. Children don't diddle kids, but
Well, yes, of course, that goes without
Yeah.
being said. But
yeah, that has exceptions. Don't do that.
for the most
Yucky.
part, unless you're like actually related to that person, I don't really like think that much about it. Because I know
Yeah.
it's like a very popular like section on the porn sites, like all that
Yeah.
family shit.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But like my
There's, like-
question is like, do people actually like do that shit like when you're with your spouse? Like, do they actually like
Mhm.
role play like being a stepbrother
Oh
and
my
like
god.
I hope not. That's just
getting
Hmm.
stuck? They get so
I mean-
deep into the role play they actually think they're related.
Oh
I
my
mean,
god.
maybe the getting stuck part is fine. Just don't like call your husband your stepbrother.
Yeah.
That's weird.
It's crazy
Mhm.
stuff. I mean, it's
That's
not like
sus.
horrible, like horrifying, and like the pissing and fart smelling and
Yeah,
all
not
that.
like
Yeah.
not like you're recommended, but
I don't know why it's in my recommended though. Like I never click on those videos. They're horrendous. I don't even like.
Yeah.
I don't. As soon as I like see the title or look at the picture and it's like that, just nah.
Yeah.
nah,
It's horrifying.
Instantly turned off.
don't use the website. Period. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that if I saw something like that, I wouldn't use it anymore.
Mhm.
It's funny to me when I talk to a lot of these guys that I know, and I'm like, dude, chicks are like just as horny as us for the most part. They just don't go about blabbing about how they stroke their dick to everybody. They're like, no way,
Yeah.
there's no way they're as horny as guys. I'm like, dude, they just don't talk about it. Like they're not like
Yeah,
they're
it's
more
like
private about it.
It's like private information.
They
for
don't
them.
just go
Yeah.
I
about
don't know.
talking about that shit, and they're like, nah, man, there's no way. Like I'm telling you, bro.
Now, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Some of them definitely do, but just
Yeah,
not
but
a
it's
lot.
not often.
Yeah, not often.
Because I remember when I was younger, I was thinking like, God damn, like they just don't get horny at all. And then like I don't remember what changed, like how I was told or how I figured it out. But I was like, damn, that's crazy. No way that's for real. And then like over time I started to realize that it was true.
Yeah.
Probably one
Like,
actually did and told
most
you.
of the time they just don't say anything. They just like it's just there. They just never mention it, never bring it up. You just like have to guess if they're in the mood or not, unless they like are open about it.
Straight up ask
Yeah.
them, like, hey, like ask them politely.
Probably one of the reasons why chicks are like seem so confusing to guys, because they're not as open about shit. Like stuff doesn't
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
solved or get answered as quick as with guys. Like with guys, like
Yes.
say you break something and they're like, oh, it's all right, bro. I'll get it later. But with like certain females, it's like, Jesus Christ. It's just this whole endeavor. I'm not saying this is every chick. I'm just saying like this is a stereotype that you hear about, and like that
Yeah.
actually happens a lot of the time.
Hmm.
But of course, there are many, many exceptions to that.
Yes.
If it never happened, the stereotypes wouldn't ever come about.
Yep.
It had to have happened at some point.
Like that's what I remember. I was talking a little while ago. I was like, I told my girlfriend that I wanted to keep it 100 with her, and she said she would do the same thing, but she didn't. It's like it's not that hard, you know.
Yeah.
I don't understand what the big deal was. How hard it was to understand that. Like it's just as simple as telling me what you're feeling and what's happening and telling me the truth. It's like, even if you don't know what you're feeling, like you can tell me that. Like as long as like I know. But if you just don't tell me anything, like how am I gonna know? Like, and it just ends up messing everything up. Gilbert's taking notes right now. Not Gilbert. Did you want me to call you by your real name on the podcast, or just call you Gilbert?
Yes, call me Gilbert, my friend. Man.
Olivia still doesn't know your real name.
Yeah, I don't.
Good.
Okay.
Like how you guys call me Rice too. They'll never know my real name until like 10 episodes later. It'll come out somehow.
Hey,
Yeah.
Gabe.
You asked.
Cut that out. Cut that
I'm
out.
gonna tell Ian B to
Cut it
edit
out.
that out.
If you can, I don't know.
Hopefully,
I bet
it'll
you-
still work even if he's not in the VC. I'm hoping it'll still get sent to him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
me
should. I
too.
mean, it's still recording. It says it is.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm assuming.
It should be.
I think so. I wonder how long we've been recording for. I don't know. What do you think we've been recording for?
Like
Maybe like
25.
a little bit longer, like a half hour maybe.
Yeah.
Alright, so I guess I'm gonna do another topic now.
Well, we could still talk a little bit. Like I was, like
Yeah, we
how
can
the
just- there's
podcast
always-
started. We could talk about how that happened. Like
Oh,
the
yeah.
server
There's
opening up.
room just for. Oh yeah, how
The
podcast.
the server, because
Yeah,
this
we-
is right after I had broken up with my girlfriend, which is
Yeah.
it's all this shit is intertwined somehow. Like I always
Yeah.
find a way to keep bringing her
Oh, really?
up.
Yeah, there's a
But
lore here. There's a
The
lore here.
server, this server was actually the server that I'm talking about. The Misfits. It was
Yeah.
made
The one that
for
we're
like
in now.
privacy, like a place for me and my friends to chill without having to
Mhm.
deal with her or the person she's dating or any of them.
Yeah.
And I had asked a few of like the people I was talking to at the time that I share a group chat with. I was like, "Do you guys think this is a good idea?" And my friend Amaya was like, "Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Talk and hang out. We don't have to worry about saying the wrong things in front of them." I was like,
Yeah.
"All right." I invited a bunch of them, and it was like really, really small at first.
I got invited
Yeah.
all of a sudden.
And then, like in a week or two, now we're at like 110
108.
members.
Alright.
Yeah,
Yeah.
108.
I don't even know how I got here. I don't know.
Because I wanted you there. I didn't have
just
a
kinda
server
showed up.
where I talked to you a lot, and I wanted you there because I like you.
I just kind of showed up.
Same.
But yeah, and then with the podcast, one day we were just in a VC hanging out and laughing and shit. And
Yeah, and I
Gilbert
randomly
brought it up.
suggested we should make a podcast. Yeah, I randomly suggested that we
that
should
was
make
like
one.
the best idea I had heard.
Yeah,
in
it was
weeks.
my idea, everyone. I get full credit for the podcast.
Yes, Gilbert does get credit.
I get
for the
full
podcast.
credit if we post this on YouTube. I'm getting all the ad revenue. I call dibs on all of it.
Between me and you, Olivia will just get nothing.
Yeah, that's
Olivia
okay.
just gets nothing.
But
Olivia
if
gets
it
nothing.
does get posted on YouTube and it does do well, it could end up going on to Spotify and
I'm assuming it
generating
will.
even
Yeah.
more revenue. That's how
Yeah,
the original Misfits started. There is what I based what I thought of our server name after, but it's like they can't claim the name. Like there was Misfits before they created their brand and their logo,
then we can't call this.
etc.
We can't call
Which
it
is
the
why
Misfits podcast, though.
I
We just can't call
labeled
it
it
the
the
Misfits
Outcast,
podcast.
the Outcast
Yeah.
Podcast, which rhymes too. Big brain.
Yeah, it's big brain.
So even though I have my server named the Misfits, the podcast will be named the Outcast.
Yeah.
Which is true for some of us. I mean, not all of us, of course, but for people like me and Gilbert, I'm sure, and maybe like this relates to Olivia too.
Yeah.
Like I was just, even though like I had popularity, it never interested me. Like I'd rather just like be my own person and like be influenced by all these people.
Yo.
It's just not my style, you know. I'd rather be my own person and
Rice
not like.
keeping it 100.
Because then that's when you start not being your own person, when you have all these people like telling you what to do and what you should do and how you're supposed to do it, what you should wear. Like when I got into high school,
getting deep.
it was fun. Like when I first got into high school, I was like, damn, this looks actually dope. Even though my grades were D's and F's, I was having fun.
Yeah.
And then I started to realize, like, God, some of these people are like dicks if you don't do exactly what they want you to, you know? So I just got tired of it.
Deep.
Yeah, I think I floated away from more the popular group in grade 6 and like grade 7 to more of my own group of friends. So that's what I think matters more.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
never
it's
been
just
a
having
very.
people you can trust.
Yeah.
I've never been a very like popular person. I mean, I could make friends. I just didn't like go out of my way to make a lot of them. I kept my group like really small, but whenever I was younger, until about like I don't know, maybe 4th grade, I barely had like any friends at all. I just did not talk to people. And
Yeah, I didn't even
Wow.
really.
Yeah, and then I noticed that once I got up and started making more friends, my grades started slipping. So I mean,
I didn't even really have a group until like end of 7th grade, 8th grade. I know Canadian school systems work differently with their years, but 8th grade is the last year of middle school before you go into high school.
Yeah.
So I was like, I
Never really
gotta
had a-
have some friends before I go to high school, you know? Like I have to get a group of people
Yeah.
I know.
I've never really had a group for a long time. The most I've ever been to one school was 2 years, and then I move again.
Yeah, it's gotta suck. I moved around a lot when I was a kid too, because my stepdad is ex-military, so he was stationed at a bunch of different places.
Yeah.
Not even because of
Same school
like, being
for life.
stationed. Yeah, like not even because of like they were stationed anywhere. We just moved. Like my parents are all military, but it wasn't because they were like stationed anywhere. We just moved, and I don't really know why. Well, I remember the first time it was like because we were in like the neighborhood was just kind of bad. They wanted to get to a better one, but then I don't know why we moved after that. Really, I
Yeah,
don't know. We moved around a lot,
probably logical explanations they'll tell you when you're older.
but yeah,
Yeah.
I really don't have like really any friends from like any of my older schools. I have like one friend from my last school.
And how
That's
many
it.
schools have you all been?
I've only been to 3.
I think I've been to like one.
I've been to 4.
I've been to some different schools.
I've never really like I don't know moved.
I've been to like 4, I think.
I moved
so
like
far.
3 times and that's it.
I've been
And
to,
then
like,
I always
I-
stuck
so
to
far.
my paper.
Schools.
Yeah,
There's
2 elementary
schools, like-
schools, 2 middle schools.
Yeah, I've been to like 3 or 4 elementary schools, 1 middle school, and 2 high schools.
I've been to 2 elementary
Yeah.
schools, 2 middle schools, but they said that they wanted me to stay in the same high school until I graduate. So I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Only
I went to
Go to
French
Illinois.
school. which was really interesting. I
So I'm
don't
just
think.
going to
Oh
French.
yeah, you
for
told me
me-
about that French school.
Yeah, as a Canadian, French is like is like one of the main languages besides English. So there's like at least 2 French schools in my neighborhood that you can go to. So yeah.
I took
Mhm.
Spanish once. Well, I took Spanish in 7th grade.
I took
and
both
honestly,
French and German.
Nice.
They didn't have that option when I was in middle school. They didn't have like
I
different
took
language.
Spanish. Yeah, they only had Spanish. They didn't have anything else. So
Well, I am in English, so I took like and English.
and I only remember like some of the phrases barely. But I remember we would just go in there and we would like
I love
twist the words
everything
around to
about their
make them say
culture
stupid
except for
shit.
their language. Learning
We would,
it
like-
is so annoying.
I remember
You know what?
it was like como te llamas or something. It means like see you
Como
tomorrow
te
or something.
llamas. Not como
Yeah,
te llamas.
yeah, shut the fuck up. But we would I remember me and like a friend in the class would say come on my llamas.
Oh,
I remember I used to mess with my Spanish teacher, mispronounce stuff on purpose just to get her mad at me.
Exactly.
It's funny because I could pronounce the words better than a lot of like the Mexican kids in my class. They would like talk so white. They were so whitewashed they couldn't even pronounce the stuff right.
Whitewashed.
Actually,
I don't think I was ever really whitewashed because I don't know.
well,
I
you're in
think-
Canada. All of you guys
Yeah.
are white.
I don't think I have the I don't have the patience to learn another language, honestly.
Me neither.
Retarded. As retarded
It's
as
a,
that
it's a good
sounds.
thing to have. But
As
The
retarded as
only
that sounds,
language
like I just
from
don't
I
have
mean
the
the only
patience for it.
word from French school I learned was elephant, and it's elephant or something like that.
I wonder why you remember. I wonder why.
Mhm.
I just don't have the patience to learn another language. I just don't
Me
really
too.
care that much. I don't.
I
Really
remember
know
the
when
most
to use it.
random Spanish words. I remember scarf, like shoes, fucking
I remember. I
some
remember the
food.
Spanish word for the color black.
Negro.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
that's really all I remember. Other than like
Beans
hola,
or frijoles. Frijoles.
other than like
frijoles.
hola, chipotle.
Mm.
Rice is arroz.
Rice.
Scarf is la bufanda.
Why do you remember scarf?
Shoes are los zapatos.
The most random words. Like why?
Because I think it's because I used to irritate my teacher because I would pronounce it really, really deep in my voice when I said it.
Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
remember like
La bufanda. Like
remember
she-
like nothing.
what she did
from my
was every
class.
day at the beginning of class, she would have a quote unquote Spanish password, a word for the week we would have to say when we walked in, or a word for the day.
Yeah.
I don't remember. And we would have to remember it at the end of the class for the next day. And we would have to say it and remember it to get in. And I would just mess with her the whole week. Just say it really bad. And she wouldn't let me in until I said it correctly. It was so funny.
Really, we just like did Duolingo and like nothing
Oh,
else.
Duolingo. Ugh.
We just did like Duolingo and learned
I can't
like
stand looking at that stupid green owl or whatever it is.
certain words. Yeah, it's an owl.
I just use Spanish dictionary. They say Google Translate works fine, but it's actually I use Google Dictionary or not Google Dictionary, Spanish Dictionary.
Mm.
I would like to learn. I would like to, but I'm not going to, because I just don't have the patience for it. Like to learn Russian, just so I can scream it at the top of my lungs at people.
Suka blat.
Yeah, that's like the only word that I know, and I don't even know exactly what it means.
I don't know what it means either.
Yeah, I know suka bliet. I don't know what it means though.
Chiki briki.
Vodka.
Vodka.
Putin.
Did you just say Putin?
Putin.
I know Poutine from Canada. That's about as far as
Poutine.
it gets.
Yeah.
Poutine. Maple syrup.
Yeah. Maple syrup's good.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I
Canuck
honestly
you.
forgot that Canada was like a largely French like place. Like they have like they do a lot of French stuff. They speak French, like all
I'm
that
gonna-
stuff.
Yeah.
Canuck you up against a maple tree in my plaid
Canuck.
socks.
He really just used
These
Canuck
nuts.
as a verb.
My
gonna
plaid socks.
Canuck you up
My
against a maple tree in
my
my.
my hockey
socks.
jerseys.
Of course, you have a hockey
Oh
jersey.
yeah,
Why wouldn't you?
all
I
Canadians
don't.
are into
I
hockey.
I have
It's a known
one.
fact.
I've only been
Canadians
to
are just
one game.
hockey. Canadians
hockey
equals
jersey.
hockey.
Just
Yeah,
a hockey
basically.
jersey and plaid socks.
But did you know that's not our national sport?
Yeah, beat me in a hockey game.
Lacrosse.
That's
Isn't
the
like-
Canadian citizenship
It's
test.
lacrosse.
Lacrosse? I would never have guessed that.
Yeah.
The Canadian citizenship test is how well can you play hockey.
Olivia would fail.
I wanted to
Yeah.
tell you there was this one ad. They Egyptian citizenship for free, and then when they advertised it, they said free Egyptian citizens. With the president picture, I was like, what the fuck?
Oh no.
Crazy stuff, man.
Hey Rice, what time is it for you right now?
It is 2:19 p.m.
It's 5:19 for me. Good. I'm in the future.
Basically.
Olivia's in between.
Yeah,
Where are
I'm
you at?
right in between.
Tell me if
Well-
I die, all right, Gilbert?
No, I'm not
Right.
saying my time right now. Mm-mm.
It's 3:19 for
Why?
you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Grace got it right.
Mm,
How do you know?
Because she told me one time that she was an hour ahead.
Yeah.
Like,
Said it's
Britain is-
2:19 for you?
Britain is 8 hours ahead of my time. So it's 10:20 for them right now, p.m.
Did you know
Yeah.
that random fact? Did you know that there's like this big like island of garbage like floating on top of the ocean, and it's like so big that you can see it from a map?
Where is this?
It's called the United Kingdom.
Oh my god. Nobody from the UK is going to listen to this fucking podcast.
Nobody's liking it. No.
Gonna have Ian V like edit it out.
Show this to the Queen. We should show this to the Queen.
Damn. Isn't she single?
Ooh.
Single queen.
Wow, sucks that I'm not.
I just realized your name in here is Young Colonoscopy. Olivia's little dripper.
Young Splungle.
Ian V's name is Ian V. Young Spelongle.
Yeah, his is just normal. Envy.
Uh,
But
should I change my name?
you can.
Nah,
if
you don't
want.
have to.
You can if you want. You don't have to. It's not like a requirement. Should I change my name too? I'm gonna make it
Deported.
Deported.
Let's go.
Delali.
Wait, no, I'm gonna do.
I hate the wind. It is so windy where I live.
You
right
hate
What
the
do you
wind.
of this
now. I
name?
hate the wind.
I'm gonna do discrimination.
Right,
Virgin.
the name.
What's
What
up,
is
Ian V?
Oh
He's
no.
virgin terrorist.
Virgin terrorist.
I'm discrimination.
Listen, it's not a rape.
Whoa.
Did I just hear that right?
No.
Wait, what? What did you say? Huh? What
I
was that,
don't
Envy?
really know.
What was
No,
that, Envy?
don't repeat it. Don't repeat it on the podcast. Dear God.
Repeat it, Envy. Come on.
No.
Don't, please.
Wait,
One
podcast. Don't
We're
worry.
gonna get like We're gonna
Envy,
get
this is a-
canceled right away.
Envy, this is a safe place. You can say anything here. Drop a hard R if you want.
Fuck.
Podcast.
Just drop a hard R. This is a safe place.
Is
You
it
can say anything.
Possible, like, let me try. Is it possible to
As we're speaking,
Pause.
there's a police helicopter circling around my neighborhood right now.
There is.
Yeah.
U.S.
Wait.
people.
They're coming for me.
Please.
pause it?
Bro, man.
I tried to pause it.
My next door neighbor, he's actually a cop.
Nice.
White
So
neighborhood.
I mean, might pull up on you.
Oh,
I have one black neighbor. For your information, Rice.
Just one person all by himself alone.
Yeah, and like
Not
other
even a
neighbors
family,
were
just
putting up.
one.
Yeah, around the election, right? I had. Okay, no, we have. Yeah, it's a family. Okay, shut the fuck up. Right, but funny story. I guess I don't know. I thought it was. It was like
There was once
all.
this neighbor who threatened my bus driver to be
What?
Or-
You're cutting out E and B. He's cutting out.
No.
E and B, you're cutting out. Oh god, he might have just died.
Oh.
oh no.
Anyways, on with the story.
Wait.
No. Oh, Envy died. Anyways. Oh my god. But
On
like,
with the story.
yeah,
Our
our
podcast recorder just died. Let's move on now.
So anyway, like all the other neighbors, right, around the time of like the election, right, they were putting up like they had like their Trump signs in their yard.
Oh
Mhm.
god.
And the one black neighbor had a Biden sign. He was the only person on our street that had one.
I feel like they just don't talk to any of you guys. They just
No,
don't
they
talk
don't.
to the name. I'm
They
not
don't.
surprised.
They don't.
Hmm.
Why does
Not
that
at
not
all.
surprise me?
Not at all. I don't think they ever have. I don't know. You might have said hello once or something, but like, and the neighbor, he mows his grass like once a week.
The neighbor.
The neighbor, yeah, he mows the grass once a week.
The Biden supporter among the Trumpers.
The Trumpers. The Trump train.
Hmm.
The Cheeto followers.
Do I have
No,
any more topics? I don't know.
What do you
I
guys
have
have,
one that I
Olivia, over
randomly
there?
thought of.
Do you guys have like a prime minister or something? What is it?
Yeah, prime minister, and then so it divides in a
Looney
bunch of like
Toonies.
different areas,
Looney
Got it.
Toonies.
and then there's like yeah, I guess like a little president, and then they like I don't know
A
really.
little president
Little
Like,
president. He's just
lives
little-
in a country, doesn't know
little
her country's
president of
government.
each area, and then
he's a midget.
it's all like all together.
Oh my god. He joined, said penis, and left. Okay,
Who?
but
I didn't even
iconic.
hear him.
Iconic.
Is
Alright,
he
I'm
like
gonna just-
joining and disconnecting? What the hell is going
Yes.
on?
Yes, he is.
I am back. I am back.
Oh, he's not cutting
Yo,
out
who
anymore.
the fuck kicking me?
I'm
Go
gonna.
away.
Somebody's kicking.
Back.
You needed to. I kicked him.
I am back. The Virgin
Yeah.
Terrorist is back.
The Virgin Terrorist is back now
Okay,
with better mic
let's.
quality.
Where were we?
I was
Um,
about to say my neighbor threatened my bus driver for taking him to jail
Whoa.
So random.
just cause he
So
makes me go the other side of the street to ride the bus.
Wow.
And there are barely cars passing by the street.
Dang.
yeah.
And because of that, the bus driver didn't pick me up for 3 days.
Jeez.
Wow.
Dang. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I have like 2 more topics in my notes app, so I guess I'll just knock them out so that way I can say I used them all. And then I'll think of more for next podcast.
Yeah.
All right, Rice. Do you have any like weird kinks, Rice?
Weird what?
Ooh.
You have a weird kink, Rice? Like anything
Oh,
I mean,
weird?
I
Like
I don't
just
think
specific
anything.
to you, probably.
Eyes.
I don't
This
know.
goes for everyone. I'm not just asking Rice, by the way. This goes for like all of you.
Rice
I mean,
definitely
I
has
don't-
eyes.
Yeah,
I feel like.
eyes. I like eyes.
Eyes.
Not.
Not
They don't
in a
have to
weird
be
way.
like special eyes. Like even though that's
Not
like
in your eyes.
even better. But just like I just like looking into somebody's eyes.
Hey, yo, girl, let me nut in your eyes.
Hey yo,
I
I
don't
have
like-
to go.
I don't think I have anything too weird. Well,
Mhm.
I wouldn't really call it a kink, but like, whenever I hear my girlfriend like laugh, I like smile.
Mhm.
I think
Yeah,
it's
I know what
funny.
you mean.
I don't know. I think it's funny.
uh-huh.
What about you, Olivia?
Envy's
No,
jelly.
definitely not.
Envy's
You don't
jelly.
have anything? Not a single thing?
No.
Not a
Mm.
single thing to say here. You're
'Cause
not
I got
contributing.
back. I feel like she's capping right now. I feel like
No,
there's
I'm
a little bit of
serious.
cap. There has to be something.
No, no,
Come on.
I don't. Allegedly.
All right. Anyways, this is one that I stole from another podcast because I'm unoriginal.
Mm-hmm.
Are you religious in any way?
No,
Yes.
No, I'm
I
not.
don't
I'm
believe.
an atheist. Like I think that there's probably like a higher power out there, but I don't think that they're doing anything, you know?
Mhm.
They're just
Like I
not
don't
doing anything.
yeah, like I don't
Yeah, they're
I don't
there.
know.
They're
It's
just,
hard to
they're just not
explain.
doing
Like
anything.
yeah.
Right?
They're
Yeah.
just like they're just on idle mode. They're just not
They're on idle. You're pissing
they're on
off
do
so
not
many
disturb
Christians right now. Rice, you're pissing off so many Christians now.
Well, you
Nobody Christians are
they've
just
got
pissed
it.
off.
They've got to know what I'm trying to say here. Like they're
Mhm.
They probably
like
do.
with
Honestly.
the ideals that they have and that they believe in, they must be like thinking, or they must have thought that like what's going on, like you know, how come there hasn't been like divine punishment for all these like criminals and shit out here?
Mhm.
Probably.
Well, I'm just gonna go now. So bye.
All right, see you, Olivia.
All right. All right. So me, my family is like Christian, right? But like honestly,
Mhm.
I don't really know.
Why is Olivia out?
I don't know. Like, oh, she had to like go for something. But, like, I wanted
Anywho, as
ask
for
him,
me,
like-
I am religious.
like, what's your religion? Like,
Muslim,
I'm a
right?
Muslim. Yeah.
So what like you have to fast and do all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
And like Ramadan and
Yeah.
yeah.
I have a friend a family friend who's Muslim. I think. Yeah, he's like,
Yeah, I used to know a guy who had to do all that too.
but
So is it true that like Muslim parents are like really strict, like Asians' parents?
In what way? In what way?
Like with grades and stuff.
Grades?
Yeah.
like
school
Mine's
grades.
are, yeah. Kinda, yeah. Well, my mom is kinda chill, but my dad is hella strict.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Both my parents are very strict.
my parents
Yeah,
aren't
my
like
father
too
like
strict, but they're
really
not like.
get. I don't get my father. Like, if it's like Sunday and I'm like watching the TV with him, he wouldn't even notice my existence. If I just touched my laptop, just touched it, he would tell me, "What the hell are you doing? Go to study."
Yeah,
Uh,
parents are weird. Like
I don't know. My parents
Like, you're
aren't
not
like.
okay with me using the laptop, but you're okay if I just stayed without you noticing me.
My parents aren't like super strict, but they're not like do whatever you want. I don't care. They're like, I got my ass beat as a kid if I did something wrong, right? But like, so I mean, they're not like not strict at all. Because like I've heard like stereotypes and shit. Like white parents just don't care.
yeah.
Bryce, I have
But
a
like my parents
question.
are like,
What
What's
are
the
you going to
question?
do with this Katie's VC?
Oh, yeah, I thought about that for a little bit. I
Just
think I
keep it
might
as
just leave it, yeah, as like a reminder.
a memory.
Might just do,
Make like a whole channel to honor her instead.
yeah. I pinged the admins and Spartans Gaming.
Yeah, to do Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
I know. So that
because they have like 5,500 members, you know. So she would be a little bit
Yeah.
like
put it put it in here. Do
gets.
it in here.
Yeah, I'll have to
Katie
do that
just
later.
completely left Discord. She's gone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she ran into some relationship problems and she messed herself up a little bit, so she decided to just
like in
Yup.
what way?
like
Like,
she thought that she was in love with somebody,
mhm.
and
Uh-huh.
then she was talking to that person for a bit, and she thought that they were in love with her, so she kind of like forced it on the other chick, and then yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and then that was that. I'm not gonna get more into it because it's kind of personal for
All
her,
right.
but
I
That's
she,
get.
you
basically
can
they
change
just
the
stopped
topic.
talking to each other, and she didn't want to be on Discord anymore because she would just remember the chicks that
Yeah, we can.
she liked.
I don't
So
know. We probably should like change the topic anyway, because this is like
She could come back in a
if there's
month or
like
two.
if there's like other people listening, they won't know what we're talking about.
yeah,
It's just kind of random for them, I guess. Like, who the fuck?
yeah. Who are we talking
Katie, who
about?
the fuck is that?
She was my first friend on Discord. Actually,
Hmm.
she's good people.
My
I like
first
her a
Mm-hmm.
friend
lot.
on my first friend on Discord was like a friend that I actually knew, and he told me to download Discord.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
same,
remember
same.
when I first came on Discord. It was because I was on Steam and I was looking for like a community to talk to for a game I had downloaded, and I found this like
Yeah,
nice place like 200 people, and I joined it.
yeah,
And I was like, "What's Discord? This place is like weird." Like I was like, I hardly
yeah. I
went
had no
on.
idea what I was
It,
getting
like two
into.
years ago, I had my friend who told me to download Discord and we played together, but I didn't touch it for a year and then I came back.
Yeah, my friend just told me to download Discord so we could like call on Discord and do shit, right? But and I had no idea really what it was. But then I found out how to like join other servers and shit.
And
And I was
like
like,
the same friend, he invited me to his own server where Yusuf was, and then Yusuf invited me to Spartans.
Yeah, after I
do you
got it, I
guys?
used it for like a couple
Yeah,
weeks, and then I was just I didn't
do
use
you
it. I stopped
guys?
using it for like a couple months.
Yeah, I've had Discord for like 2 years, maybe more now.
I had
I haven't.
Discord for exactly 3 years.
Like as of today, exactly 3 years.
Yeah,
It's like
I
the
think.
anniversary.
Yeah.
Do you
I've
guys
had it
remember
for
your
like.
you guys remember your first Discord name?
Yep, the same
What
one.
was it?
Rice Cube.
Rice
What I
Cube.
started out with.
Yeah.
I haven't changed it.
Mm,
What about you, Envy? Do you remember your
My
very
old
first
username?
Yeah, your very first Discord name, like when you first downloaded the app?
It was Zico.
Mm.
Something that is similar to my IRL name, then I changed it to Envy.
Mm. I do not remember my first Discord name. I remember like my second one.
I like had my I was like a little kid and had my Xbox gamer tag, the ultimate gamer.
I can't remember my first
Pussy
Discord name
Slayer
either.
69. Diamond Miner 420.
Yeah, I can't remember
I
that.
was
I
like
remember
Sky
like
Warrior 694. I don't know why I added 69. I didn't even know it back then.
yeah, my second one, I believe it was. I don't know. There might have been another one before it. It was like Soviet Sans because I found a picture of like Sans from Undertale wearing like Soviet Union shit. And then that was my
Yeah.
profile picture. And
I
then
just asked
eventually,
like one of my IRL flames for a username. He told me Envy, so I just use it.
yeah, and then the name Gilbert came because like, well, that's what you guys still call me, Gilbert.
Yeah.
That came because like I saw a picture of like a raccoon or some shit, and I named it Gilbert just because. was like the first name that came to mind, and I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
So then I made my Discord profile picture a raccoon and made my name Gilbert.
I'm like
Then
the
I
only
changed
person
it.
who knows your real name.
Yeah.
It was like
What
purely
is
by
it?
coincidence
Spill the
too,
beans. What is it?
because it was
Expose
somebody
it to all the
changed
else's.
people
it.
watching the.
Somebody else's
It's-
sibling has a very similar name, and I had guessed
No,
it.
that's
and
my Discord name. There
I
you go.
pronounced it wrong.
Yeah, that's my Discord name. There you go.
I don't even
Yo.
want to look.
No, that's my legit Discord name.
I know
Not nickname,
Gilbert
but
knows my IRL name.
well, you said it was like close to the first Discord name, which was like
Yeah. But you don't
CEO.
know it exactly.
I know how to
It's like
pronounce,
not
like how
even
to
that.
spell it, but I don't know how to pronounce
said
it, so I might
Ezekiel?
butcher this. It's Zayad, Zayad.
Ziad.
Zied. I knew I would
Yes.
butcher it.
Do I have to spill the beans now?
Yeah.
Zeyed.
ZYAD.
I have to share my secret now. Fuck.
Yeah, share it.
It's Caden.
Seriously?
Yes.
Olivia's been bugging me to
Cayden.
tell her your real name for a while.
Yes, Cayden.
Jaden.
Yeah, it's not an easy name to guess.
No, it's really not.
I heard him say Katie. I was like, seriously.
No, I see. There.
My name's
Yeah.
spelled differently too.
There you go.
Gabria.
I
Gabriel.
already know your name.
Yeah, Gabe, we already know. Gee whiz. No one cares
Everybody
about your name.
spells it wrong.
No one cares about your name. Shut up.
You're yelling in our podcast listeners' ears right now, bro.
I don't care.
Gonna give us negative views. They're gonna
Good.
They're gonna-
Negative views.
delete. They're gonna delete the podcast they listen to. It's gonna get negative.
Yes.
It's not even a dislike. Like they just delete the app they listen to it on. It's
They
gone.
delete the entire app because our
Negative.
podcast is on it. Because
So
our
they-
podcast
it's-
is on it, they just deleted it.
Yep.
Nice.
I'm glad we started it though. The first one is gonna be horrible. We're gonna look back on this and be like, "What the fuck is this shit?"
Yeah. It'll get
You know.
better as we keep going, though.
Yeah, it'll get better for sure.
Probably get better. We'll start off like an actual, intro for it instead of just whatever the fuck happened earlier. I don't even know what happened at the
Bro,
beginning.
Craig sounded mad angry. He said, "Recording."
He said, recording.
I was like,
Oh.
whoa.
Recording.
For the listeners, Craig is the bot we're using to record since we're
Like,
using
listen,
Discord.
motherfuckers, I'm recording this.
He's a
Just to
bot
make sure we're
that
listening.
we're using to record the podcast. And like whenever he joins the VC, he screams, recording.
Did you not hear me? I'm recording.
Oh, hey, maybe they didn't hear me when I said it the first time. Recording. Repeats it like 5 times before he actually starts recording.
It gets louder progressively.
Recording. Until you eventually just
I
can't even
am
understand it.
recording.
Until eventually you just can't understand it. It becomes a no. Blowing people's eardrums out.
Gonna just to make them stop listening to the podcast. It's about over
Outcasts
probably
Podcast,
anyways.
episode 1. What a cluster.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
It has a nice ring to it. I like it a lot. Outcast
Yeah,
Podcast.
The
Outcast
Outcast.
Podcast. The Outcast Podcast, episode 1 is a absolute clusterfuck. It's garbage. Don't
Yeah.
listen to this.
Random topics, sexual references.
It started off very
porn.
sexual, then it got like kind of deep, and now it's just I don't even know what's happening.
Random
And then
fucking
it got like
noises.
and then it got like political, and now I don't know what's happening.
And then it got religious, and then now it's just bullshit.
Yeah, now it's a
Our only female member left, so we just lost half of our audience.
It's a sausage fest now.
No more bun, just sausage.
Yeah, it's just a sausage fest now. It's no more female, no more woman. Oh god, I'm gonna tell people to
Overwhelming
listen to
amount of
this stuff.
sausage.
But yeah, I'm gonna tell people to listen to this stuff. They're gonna.
Yeah, me too. If we could find a way to like have the link, I can like post it in different servers for people to listen to, where I know a bunch of people.
Will you ever post it on Spartans?
Probably.
Yes. So fucking stupid. The Outcast Podcast, episode 1.
Nice ring
So
to it.
nice.
Episode
Maybe
of the Outcast Podcast.
Perhaps
So
episode
garbage.
1, part 1, to be continued in Dragon
To
Ball
be
Z.
continued. Next one is the Outcast Podcast, part 1, part 2. It's
Part
to be
1 and
continued.
part
It's
2.
not even just a whole new episode. It's like with a different
It's only
plot.
the first part.
Yeah, we just continue this conversation in the
Yeah.
next one. I don't
Coming
know.
up in the next
I mean, to be honest, we
episode of
probably will
Dragon Ball
bring
Z.
up some of the same. To be honest, we probably will bring up some of the same topics to some extent. Not like
I
completely.
mean,
just
but like
copy.
they'll be like intertwined. Like they'll be like we
Yeah,
might
it'll
bring
be
it up at
different.
one point, but they won't have the complete story.
Yeah, it'll be different, obviously, but it won't be like I don't know. It'll be kind of like the same topics, kind of not like I'm asking the same questions, but I don't know. It might get political somehow, or like deep how it was earlier,
Controversial.
I guess.
I think
Yeah,
controversial is probably a better word.
probably. Yeah.
Have people questioning our better sense
Yeah.
of judgment.
Yeah.
Like, are these guys on fucking crack? They take some tabs of LSD before they started recording this. Well,
mean,
even if we were high, Craig would wake us up. He would snap us out of our high
yeah.
as soon as we had him enter to record. Recording.
Someday we should do the podcast while high. That would make it more funny. I feel like just make it better.
Nah, you guys can be high. I'd be the only one sober. Just to talk sense, to reassure our audience that you guys weren't actually like gonna die, because you guys would be
Maybe that's a
screaming and
good
talking
idea.
about random shit. Like
Yeah,
you're
maybe
sitting
that's a good
down
idea.
you're sitting down at your desk. We're moving so fucking fast, bro.
You're just sitting still at your desk in your gaming chair.
I
your
would
PewDiePie
love to hear
clutch
what you
chair.
guys would say. You just hear PewDiePie saying the N-word in the background.
Oh, God.
What you listen
You're
to when you're
sitting in
high.
your PewDiePie clutch
Wait.
chair, moving at light speed.
Next to your hentai body pillow.
Oh
Exactly.
god.
On the
Yo,
topic
Rice.
of hentai, do you watch anime? Like normal anime?
Yes.
I watch normal anime, yeah.
He
Like
watches
what
Haikyuu.
anime is?
Hentai,
What anime
I
is?
mean, the pictures are nice, but I'm not like, I'm not really into them that much, you know? Like, because they don't have like,
Says
Yeah,
the one
like-
who watches High School DxD.
Yeah,
that's
I got it.
different. There's plot there, okay? I didn't jerk off once
There's
to high school DxD,
plot.
alright? That's different.
Alright, so what animes do you watch though?
Plot,
Other than
yeah,
that?
the plot. The plot.
Other than that,
Plot's
what's
different
what is-
anime. Like,
Other
Demon
than
There's
that,
a lot of
Slayer,
plot in it. A lot.
Demon
Yeah.
Slayer, Naruto,
There is
trying to
this
think.
new anime that I
Note.
like actually. It's called Vivi.
People
I've
are gonna
only
hate,
ever-
but I like My Hero Academia too.
I like My Hero Academia.
I like My Hero. Will.
Yeah, the only reason I ever started watching My Hero Academia was because my girlfriend told me to watch it, and she like forced me into watching it. She was like, "You gotta watch this show," and I'm like, "Why?"
Or I'm gonna
She's
break
like,
up with
"Because
you.
I." No, she was like, "You gotta watch this show because I have
Bet
ships for
she
the
was
show. And I want to
talking
talk to you
about-
about them." She was like, "Cause she had ships for the show and she wanted to talk to them."
I
She wanted to
bet.
talk about
I
them
bet.
with me.
I bet.
And if
I
I,
bet
didn't
she
watch
talked
the
to
show,
you.
then I wouldn't understand. So I had to watch it. But I like it though. It's
I
a good
bet.
show.
I bet
It
she
is a good
talked to you
show.
how hot Todoroki is. I bet she did.
Man's got just a massive scar on his face. Oh, he's hot.
Yeah.
He hardly has
Like-
said two
Like
words on the
like
show. and all the
imagine if
girls-
that scar was IRL, he wouldn't be hot at all.
Exactly. But like, I've only ever watched like three, and I didn't finish any of them.
Yeah, I'm still in the middle of watching like a bunch of anime.
First one that I ever watched was Naruto because I heard
Oh,
about
good
it.
anime.
So I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch this, and
I'm
I did
still
not
in-
make it past season 1. So
Well,
you know.
yeah, because Shonen Jump, which is when he's a kid, it's like it's all plot. Like they develop their story, and
Yeah.
then when you get to Shippuden, when they're teenagers, that's when they really start to get their powers, and they like the action gets
Yeah.
interesting.
I never got past it.
Yeah.
Season
There's
1.
really some action in Shonen, not gonna lie.
And
Yeah,
then I
there is a
started,
decent amount.
and then I never watched
Like
anime
in a
for like
fight,
a while.
I have to hear the backstory of everyone before the next move. Like just do it.
Then I never watched anime for a while after Naruto, and then a friend recommended me JoJo's Bizarre Adventures.
Oh, yeah, I probably won't watch that. It's like a little too loco for me.
Yeah, I started to
I
watch
still
it,
didn't watch it.
and I kind of enjoyed it because it was like so fucking stupid and just bad that I liked it. Kind of. Like, it was really corny, and I liked it because of that, I guess. But I never finished it. I made it to like season 2 and then stopped. Not because it was bad, but just because I don't know. And then I watched this other anime on Netflix that I only watched season 1, didn't do episode 2 or season 2. I mean, again, not because it was bad. I enjoyed it. I don't know why I didn't continue, but I don't know. I don't even know.
I like a lot
I don't
Kaguri
know.
and High Rise Invasion.
What you
These
said?
from Netflix.
What was the first one you said?
Kakiguri and High
Yeah.
Rise Invasion.
Cocky fucking something. That was the one.
It was
The
about
one-
gambling.
Yeah, that was the one. That's the one that I watched.
Motherfucker's old lesbian.
Yeah, just a gambling addicted lesbian, basically.
The lesbian poker.
Nice, my friend. Why are you muted? Nice, my
I had to do something. I'm back.
I do not care. Talk on the podcast.
Assaulting the ears of our listeners. Nice, bro.
Yes.
Bro, it's so windy where I'm at.
Oh, yeah.
Dude.
So
It's blowing all this
'cause
shit
you-
around.
Yeah, because you VC outside.
Well, I'm inside now, but the shit's so
Oh.
windy.
Alright. Well, I don't.
I
have
don't know
any
how
more
they all
topics.
VC in mobile. I don't know. VC mobile has like shit audio.
It's pretty good for me.
I don't know.
No, because it uses like some sort of cellular connection, the audio's shit for me.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, I use like an actual like mic for it too, so I don't know. I use like a wired headset and I plug it into my phone so that way I can ear rape like. That's the only reason I use it. I would be talking into my phone normally, but I want
No,
to.
I can't. I can't do that. I am on my laptop.
If we stretch the podcast out a little longer, Ken's thinking about joining VC.
How long have we been doing it? I feel like we've been doing it in like about an hour, right?
Yeah.
Maybe a little less.
Just make the rest of the podcast insulting and annoying Ken.
Yeah, that's just gonna be like bonus shit.
Bonus episode.
One of these
Right, so I would like to
episodes.
start a segment of the podcast.
Or like
where
some
we
sort of filler. I don't know.
Yeah, Rice, I would like to start a segment of the podcast where we start just a bullshit argument. All right, Rice. This is my argument. Lil Peep is overrated.
I completely agree.
Very overrated. Oh fuck. God damn it.
100% agree, actually.
Oh,
My phone's at 69%.
nice.
But yeah, he's very overrated. And his followers are like, because my argument is I like to understand what I'm listening to. Like, even if
Yeah.
they're like screaming, like I still like to hear words. They're like, well, that's the point. You have to listen harder. Like, I don't want to struggle to listen to my music, bro. I want to
Honestly,
just
well, Rice, you've heard my music because, like, the music that I played for you in VC, like, I
yeah,
actually
I can
listen to
yeah,
that in, like, my spare time, but you can't really understand words, though, so, I mean,
but it's like the voices
but,
are audible. Like
yeah, but
Lil Peep's
still, yeah,
voice is so drowned out by background noise, auto tune, and random
yeah,
sounds that you like. It's just all of those. Like you
yo,
can't even hear voices.
mhm.
It's just all ambient sounds. It's horrible. A
My,
few of
Mm,
his songs are all right, but
I haven't really listened to any Lil Peep songs, I mean, I don't know, but, my girlfriend doesn't like my music. She says it gives her headaches because it's too loud.
I don't doubt that.
Yeah, she was like, I was like, I'm gonna recommend you like 3 songs. So I gave her 2 loud ones and then one that was like kind of quiet, not like a screaming. And
Hmm.
she didn't like. Well, she liked the last one, but she didn't like the first 2.
What's her preferred style of music?
I don't know. I mean, she says like she just listens to like pretty much like everything. I haven't really
Mm.
gotten down exactly what she prefers, but like she listens to pretty much anything though. Just not mine. I don't know. Mine is. Well, if you check like what category it's under, it's listed under like alternative.
Uh, I mean, because I like Lil Darky. I know
Yes.
you listen to Lil Darky, and I like him.
Yeah, I've listened to like a lot of Lil Darky songs. Before I told you about Lil Darky, you didn't even know who he was. I don't think.
Nope.
Nope.
I usually just stick to the like the kind of music I've listened to, so I like stick to the same artist I've liked for a while. But like,
Yeah.
if there's a new artist, I'll listen to him. I just probably won't like him. But I
Yeah.
like Lil Darky's music.
Yeah. I listen to like the same couple artists, like the same songs, pretty much too,
Hmm.
all the time.
It's just easy to stick with what you like.
Until eventually, like next week, I'll find another song that I'll listen to, and then stop listening to the other one. It's like out of nowhere.
Yeah, one of
You
these
know.
episodes I'll have to get
okay.
into
But
some background
I'm
like
I'm
life stories, you know.
I'm completely out of podcast topics. I don't
Rice's
have any
anime backstory.
versus anime backstory. I don't have any
I
more
mean,
podcast topics, so we're
Rice
kind of
be
stuck here
like,
unless we can
my
think of something.
uncle killed my father and I want to get revenge from him.
Where's my ending? You have the tragic anime backstory.
not tragic. I mean, it's not the best, but there's worse.
I mean, Rice. I mean, there's got to be something driving you to put the long quotes in your status every day.
Pussy.
I don't think that's how you get it.
No, probably not.
I don't know. Freaking Olivia calls it cringe.
Love.
So I don't know
She
if it
said a
works.
few of the ones I had were all right. They're not as good as my old ones, but
Yeah.
Mhm.
start changing
The
them
one that
now.
you have, I screenshotted it. I have it still. I saved it. And then the freaking cherry blossom one that you had like a couple days ago. It's like,
Yeah,
yeah, that's
I
that's
try and
that's deep. I'm keeping that. Thank you. I just yoinked it. I yoinked
save
it.
it for your own girlfriend.
I don't know when
She
I'm going to
definitely
ever.
can't listen to this music.
I don't
Not
know
this
when I'm.
music, this podcast.
I don't know when I'm ever gonna use it, but I mean, I might.
Have it just in case.
Yeah.
I try and make a new one every day, so I don't really care. But like, I have so many. I've had so many, I should say.
Yeah. You think you've ever like reused some?
Oh no, I try. Well, like bits and pieces, like certain words and like phrases, but
Yeah.
the whole
Yeah.
thing is never the same.
Okay.
So every once in a while, like once every couple weeks, you might see like a few words that are like the
I'd
same
never
as
be able
like
to,
one.
dude. I'd never be able to come up with the same thing. Well, a different thing. I mean, like every day. I'm just not that creative to do something like that.
I'm really not a creative person either. I just think
Do
about
something
like
like what? Something like what?
The like long like
deep, meaningful like quotes or like
that
things
he puts in
from your
his
mind.
that he puts in his
Nah,
status. Yeah, I
can't
could
do
never
that,
do
my
that.
guy.
Poetic ass.
I've actually gotten like DMs from people who are like, "Oh, I like your status." Like I've had people like come after me,
Poetic ass.
like trying to like date me and stuff. I'm like, no,
Like a
I'm
like
fine,
a
thanks.
Asian Shakespeare.
You're
Shakespeare.
Shakespeare. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's just a sausage.
Me right now. She asked what I'm doing. I told her I'm still on the podcast.
Uh,
Like I have like some in general, like some I can still use for other like episodes. Like just about like then
Yeah,
I'll
we
just
can
like
probably.
perk up and then
Yeah,
I'll like
that's really how I am. Like a lot of these.
so I like
Conversation.
conversations with people I haven't met. I can like jump in on and then
Exactly.
I'll start talking to them. Like if
Yeah,
I
exactly.
find somebody that I and then yeah.
Normally, like bring up something out of nowhere. I have to like normally at least it'll like take me a little bit of thinking to think of the right thing to say.
Yeah, it depends if there's like somebody's brought it about like the create and like stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
I'm just like about just to like get people's opinions on it.
This is a very
Because
good.
it's interesting. Yeah, it's at certain
Yeah,
points,
certain points.
and then there's just
political or controversial bullshit, and
and
now
then
it's
there's just
bullshit.
you yelling in the mic.
Yeah, it went from like deep to controversial bullshit, and now it's just bullshit.
Yeah,
Deep
Ken went
bullshit,
offline.
controversial bullshit, just bullshit.
She's probably not going to join. She just went offline. Maybe in the next episode
Yeah.
she'll come on. We didn't even like say this is the first episode of our podcast. We just hopped
Yeah, we
right
did.
into it. We did,
I mean, yeah, we did. Well, not at the very beginning, but we did it somewhere in the middle.
Somewhere in the middle, if they even
Somewhere in the
listen that
middle,
far
like
enough.
we randomly just said, yeah,
Just have
Outcast
to.
Podcast episode.
If this even works, like I hope this is recording.
I really hope we can actually do this. If not, well, I wouldn't call it a complete waste of time.
No, it's not.
Yeah, we brought up some interesting topics today.
Then we'll be prepared for the next time since we know what we're doing.
Yeah.
This is probably talk that shouldn't be on the podcast. This is probably like after the podcast talk that we.
Probably. It probably should have ended by now. I think we've been doing it for like over an hour.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, we've
I
been
guess
doing it properly.
we'll end it then. This is the
Alright.
Outcast Podcast, and go suck some dick.
Hope you all
See you guys
enjoyed
later.
it.
Alright. So, yeah, get Craig the fuck out of here.
Yeah, okay.
How do we